Alright, so I'm installing a Windows update right now. I figured I'd turn my stream back on. Why not? I guess the why not reason actually is I'm still streaming under Outlast, so I should have it set to like no game if I'm going to do that, but yeah, I'm updating. Brent hasn't had a Windows update since 2012. Why is that, Brent? Any reason why?
What did you say?
Brent hasn't had a Windows update since 2012. Why is that, Brent?
Because my copy of Windows, it didn't register correctly.
Yeah. So...
But the problem that's happening right now, the reason why my hard drive crashed and then my Windows didn't register correctly, was because I was trying to fix this problem. So it's not my fault. I just haven't had enough money to replace my stuff.
Didn't register correctly.
It's true, man.
Hey, Jimmy didn't always have
Like
Twitch
there was a
Turbo,
key that
right?
I put in and then it didn't work and it gave me this. And I called and it's like, call them.
I don't think that... Jimmy didn't have Twitch Turbo before, right? Am I crazy? Compatible. HGD confirmed scared of Outlast. Basically. G Nintendo was here when I played the last scary game I played, aka the new style of Resident Evil, which isn't scary in the slightest. The only scary thing is like how that giraffe can reach that far. But I guess it's not that far for a giraffe. It'd only be that far for like a human male. Chimuri's always had turbo. Has he really? Well, you know what? I'm just an awful streamer. So I'm at 51% complete for these updates. They had turbo in a humble bundle. Did they really? Dude, game 1 of Violet versus Juanito was insane. Like, Violet was so far behind, but Zerg overpowered. So, yeah.
Yeah.
How did Brent hear that? He said yeah after I said Zerg overpowered. Yeah, so Brent has been using a video card that his brother is lending to him, but his brother said it might be fried. So
it might be that too.
It might be that.
It's just the whole. It's just not good.
Yeah. It's not the best, but Outlast is going fine until that blue screen of death, and now it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So we might try to play something and then go back to Outlast.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna restart after these window updates install, like of course, because you're supposed to always restart for Windows updates.
It's just a shame.
And never turn your computer off while Windows updates are installing. Do not.
How come?
Oh, you never install Windows updates. You haven't for like 2 or 3 years, so you don't get that joke. Basically, whenever you're installing Windows updates, it says like, do not turn your computer off. Windows updates installed.
Oh.
That's just
okay.
It just
So
always says that.
Straight from the big man himself, huh?
Because it says so. Exactly.
Bill Gates. I really like Bill.
Brent's doing is soon to catch any whiff of Zergo P. Terran too weak.
Well, it's not that they're too weak.
Only Only weak people play Terran because it's OP.
Am I the kind of person that turns off my computer while Windows is updating? No. That's not the kind of person that I am.
Brian, you can't touch my computer.
Sorry, Nintendo.
Building down the truth. I bet he also unplugs his USB without safely ejecting. Dude, one time I unplugged my iPod without injecting it, and it was mad at me. And so then
ejecting
ejecting it, and it was mad at me. So now I always do that, or then I always did that, but then I stopped caring again. I was like, I saw my friends do it, and it worked fine, so I stopped. Why would you not install Windows updates? Dude, ask Brent. Don't ask me. Ask Brent. Brent, why would you not install Windows updates? 2.5 years worth of Windows updates.
I didn't know they updated.
Brent was like, well, I bought Windows 7. Like, I don't want Windows 8. Like, what am I updating for?
Yeah. I don't want the new version.
I don't want the new version.
But
I'm happy with what I have. So I drank all this beer, maybe not all of this, but a good amount of this. At least 2.5 of this, I want to say. So I drank all this beer because I was playing Outlast and I was really scared, and now it's going to waste. But we have more beer.
I should have backed up my hard drive, all my stuff.
Yeah, you should have.
Yeah, for this Windows update.
Yeah, you should have. But I thought you said you do it every 1 to 2 weeks now. That wasn't a lie, was it?
No. I can't think of stuff that I might have added. I think I'll be alright. All my work stuff is on there. All my downloads folder is. I think I'm good, but
my copy of
I'm not 100% on it.
My unboxing videos on there. When was the last time you backed stuff up?
Probably a month ago.
Damn, so my stuff wouldn't be on it.
Which stuff?
My unboxing video.
No. It's the porn. No, I don't say any porn. Come on. What is this, 2004?
66% complete. 2/3 of the way there. Is this a hate on Brent's stream now?
Pretty much.
No, it's not. If you put the ears back on, then it won't be. I drank all this beer. I drank all this beer so that this Windows Live update party would be more fun. Would be more partyful. And I never drink beer. Well, I never drank. And whenever I drink on stream, it's barely anything, and it's really rare.
Oh yeah, so. You can't see your laptop, but you have 7 people messaging you.
Oh yeah, I can't see that. Fuck.
Here, you can sit here. Check that. Actually, I'm gonna go get some water really quick. Wait, do I have any water around here? Let's go right there.
Alright. You can hear the taste of liquor with sugar. Okay. How's this Windows update going right now? It is 68%. It's gone up 2% in the past like 2 minutes. Okay. Have I gotten the game to work? It was working, but then when I started streaming, I think that's when it crashed again. So maybe streaming and the game is just too much right now, or maybe I have to do something else first, or maybe this Windows update will fix everything magically. You know? Maybe Bill pushed out like an Outlast compatibility update for Windows 7 a year ago. And Brent just never got around to downloading it. Guttural D20? Should this just be... Oh, Biolus Electron. Thanks again. Sucks that it's not working. But thanks so much again for donating so that I could get Outlast. I'm gonna add a window, and I'm just gonna randomly roll dice on roll 20 while this update finishes. This enthralling Windows update. Whoa. I didn't need an earbud, so it's fine. Alright, /5 from On Gamers. I do not need to read that anymore. So roll 20. I'll make sure I know my login first before I add it to my stream. Sign in, email, I know. Password. Nope, that wasn't it. Okay, we'll try again. Email, password. Whoa, it worked! Alright, so I'm gonna go into Kaitlyn and Brent. I'm gonna join. Launch campaign. I'm gonna add this. Add. Window capture. Alright, and now... So, while waiting for dynamic lighting. Okay, so while waiting for this Windows update to finish, what's it at? It is at 70%. So that I can play more Outlast. I was playing Outlast, and then, yeah, now we're playing Windows update. So, and I'm just gonna roll some d20s. Alright, this one is for whether Terran will actually get buffed sometime soon. Roll for TVZ. Ooh, pretty much just stays the same. So basically, Blizzard is going to put out another update about how they acknowledge that people are complaining about the state of Terran balance. So there'll be a new post about that next week, probably from Scion or another Blizzard community manager. Yeah, expect that in the future. Alright, this one is for... Someone wants to know whether Winfesters are actually Winfesters, and they seek this knowledge. Are Winfesters really Winfesters, or are they just infestors? Alright, so, like, obviously, Blizzard kind of tried to fix infestors at the end of Wings of Liberty. Like, they held off of it for a year and a half, saying that they're totally balanced. And then they nerfed them a little bit. You know, like, they decreased their range, their sight, to 9. Or maybe it might even down to 8. And they removed the attack upgrade buff to infested Terrans. But Blizzard never actually believed there was a problem with infestors, so now their sight is back to 10 with Heart of the Swarm. And even though there's decreased damage on Fungal, there's no more plus 10 to armor, they're just as Winfester as ever before, because Blizzard is 100% certain that they're completely balanced units, which translates into being them horribly, horribly, horribly imbalanced. So, win faster for sure. Roll d20 Jaedong dominance in the next tournament. Alright, so this one is for Jaedong dominance.
You want a brownie?
I'll have some brownie. This one has more edges, so... Oh, actually, this one first is for roll for how much I will enjoy this brownie. Oh! Alright, so I just take a bite of it. Alright, that's really all that I want.
Alright, take this bite.
No, I'm good. I got a 6. I'm good. I actually don't really enjoy it very much.
It's gonna be over there.
Alright, this one's for turn. Or this one's for Jaedong dominance. Do you want to do this one? Do you want to DM this one?
What do I do?
Just like explain what's happening based on the roll.
For what?
For Jaedong dominance in the future.
Alright.
Alright, so you press enter.
So he does alright. He doesn't really return to his former glory, but he remains a top level Zerg for some time with numerous second place finishes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Kaitlyn, do you think Protoss will have a repeat of Wool where it just gets worse and worse as the expansion goes on? I don't think it ever got better, so... Oh, we should roll for Brent's biasness against Protoss and Zerg. Wow. Okay, so Brent has been lying to himself year after year after year about how underpowered Terran is against Zerg and Protoss. Every night he goes to sleep praying to David Kim. You know, he like gets down on his knees, and he goes like this, and he says, David Kim, please, 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 please fix Terran. But the entire time, for years, 4 years, not only has Terran been fixed, but Terran has been overfixed. The entire time, Brent has been the most biased person this planet has seen.
You know, when you do these rolls, you should do it about stuff that could be true. You know?
That actually had like a +10 component to it, because we already know super biased.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, what should this roll be for?
How wrong you were. You're kind of wrong there.
No, I'm not. Yeah. That's a huge fail.
That's an 8. No, that's not.
Fail.
Dude. That's average.
No, it's a fail.
That's an average.
It's a fail.
That's the middle.
That's a fail.
No, it's not.
We should...
that would mean I failed
That roll earlier for how much I enjoyed the brownie was how much I enjoyed the first bite of the brownie. Now let's roll for how much I enjoyed the second bite. Fuck! When I go back to it the third time? Damn it. I just want to eat this brownie.
You're going to be chasing the dragon forever, Kaitlyn.
Damn it. Oh yeah, this was my dragon country. Dragon plus Brent country. Dragon slopes. I don't understand this. I don't know why there are hearts. Oh, right, because I made the dragon fall in love with Brent or something like that.
50% isn't below average.
Anyways, that's that map.
That's what everybody got in school.
Yeah, but D&D is like different.
That's what I got.
D&D is different.
And I'm average.
Yeah, we're wasting time on Windows updates. David Kim turns a deaf ear.
What's up, Marty? Will Zerglings ever get cliffs? Cliff jumping? Roll for that?
Alright, let's roll for that. Will Zerglings get cliff jumping in LOTVPBQ? Ooh, you do this one.
Dang. You know, with the 6, they just don't even put it in. They just don't even put it in. David Kim mentions it as a possibility before beta, and it's not even there.
David Kim does a conference at BlizzCon showing all of these new amazing abilities that Zerg will have in order to counter late game Protoss, and everyone's really happy. Like, finally, Zerg has a way to beat late game Protoss or any game Protoss, really, mid game, beginning game.
Yeah, so hard.
In the middle of all of that, before the first Nexus goes down, And like the backbone to all of this is Zergling jumping, and everyone's so happy. Every Zerg player is happy. Terran is even happy for Zerg, that Zerg finally has a way to beat Protoss. And the beta's here. Zergling jumping is there as promised. Everything's going fine. Everything looks balanced. There are some like community tournaments, you know, for the beta, for LOTV, PQ, BBQ, beta, you know, where they have ZVP, VT, and everything. Everything's completely perfectly balanced. 50% Zerg, 50% Protoss, and then
5% Terran.
On the day of the
Balance.
launch of LOT, BBQ, PQRS, the first pack of Zerglings go to jump over a cliff to counter this Protoss that's already maxed out on carriers.
And they didn't read the patch.
On carriers and fuck knows what DTs and Archons and
Colossus.
and Colossus. They go to jump over this cliff.
Sentries.
And they just slam headfirst into it. And blood is everywhere. In game and out of game. Zerg player just slams his head into his keyboard. He's like, no! It was perfect, David Kim. Why did you take it away from us?
Why did I wake up into this?
Why did I wake up into this?
God.
And that's it.
Yeah.
There's no Zergling jumping. There's none.
Yeah.
D20 amount of decisions David Kim makes based on tournament race percentages.
Do it. Do it.
Alright, you do this one.
We already know. We already knew. We already knew. Remember when Protosses were going to be getting nerfed, and then they lost like 4 games in Pro League, and then they didn't nerf them, and he literally said, because the Protoss lost in Pro League, they don't need to be nerfed. Like, we already knew. We already knew, Nintendo. That's good that we're putting that out there, though.
Alright, David Kim, he has this perfect patch lined up.
That's not bad. I'm not saying that's bad. You know.
David Kim has had this patch lined up for 2 years that changes Protoss so that late game Protoss is 100% skill based, just like how late game Terran is 100% skill based. And he's been waiting
150% skill based.
150% skill based. And he's been waiting to push out this patch for years. He's looking at the tournament results. He sees for 2 years that Terran is doing poorly. And he's like, alright, I have all this data accumulated. I think it's ready for me, David Kim, to put this patch out that will make Protoss late game based on skill as opposed to a move. But then, one night, he goes to teamliquid.net. He sees that there's no one streaming StarCraft that's featured. So he clicks the unfeatured tab. And he scrolls to a stream that has like 10 viewers on it. Diamond Protoss player. You know, 9 of those viewers are just extra tabs open that they have open. And he sees this Protoss player maxed out lose to Terran. And he goes, oh my god, this data contradicts what I have been working on. I've watched all these games, but this game, and like I'm David Kim, I really care about the results and everything. This Protoss just lost to this Terran. And he goes to his patch he's been working on for 2 years, and he just deletes it. Because he really cares about basing balance off of the games he sees and the data. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it goes down. D20 are those pop brownies? I don't think jumping Zerglings will ever beat carriers, regardless of whether or not they're fully loaded with interceptors. You're making fun of how loaded my carriers are?
But you can counterattack and make spores. Especially if you can jump up cliffs. Hey, how are those Windows updates coming?
Let's check. 81%.
Sick.
Alright, what did we roll for?
It feels like it's been an hour since we've rolled.
Are these pop brownies?
No.
No. Duh.
You would be able to. tell somehow. Wait, what's that roll for?
That one?
That's if they're pop brownies or not?
Yeah, those are the pop brownies. But they're not, so.
Yeah. Do you have to get a 10 or more? Alright, so we'll roll. What are we gonna roll for? So this is gonna be, how hard is it gonna be for Protoss players once Terran, and Zerg players once Terran gets buffed to where it's equal in all of the leagues again?
For what? What did I get?
I don't know. I forgot what I said.
Why the edge of brownies is so much better than the middle? I don't know, but it is way better. Like I won't even bother wasting my time eating the middle.
I love
brownies.
the middle. It's so soft and just.
It's way too sweet or
warm.
something. Like the edge is way better. It's like ridiculously better.
Wait. This was for.
What's up?
This is for. Rolling to see if Protoss players will ever realize that they're overpowered and easy. Oh, Protoss and Zerg players against Terran. They will never realize. I knew it.
Yes.
I knew it.
It means that
They haven't yet. There's like.
that means that
There's
not
like
even
4 Terrans in Code A. 5.
Brent's never played DVD. Brent's never played D&D before. That means that not only won't they realize it means it's completely untrue. Like not even a little bit true.
That's not how it works.
That's how it works. You need to roll for save for death right now. Because you fucked up that roll so bad. You need to save for death.
Whatever, dude. Here, we're gonna roll
Roll for save for death.
for if Brent's
Roll
right.
for save for death.
Wait, is that what I typed?
Oh, shit!
I told you. This is for if Kaitlyn's wrong.
No, it's not.
Oh no, if Brent's right or Kaitlyn's wrong.
This was your
So
save
you-
for death.
That
And
was
you
my
failed
save for
it.
death. I died.
You might lose a limb.
Let's say this is safe for after I'm dead.
No,
if
like,
I
you lose an arm.
become undead in a cool way, like a vampire.
You're not dead. It's not literally.
All right, I'm a vampire now.
No, you're not.
So I died. My save for death didn't work, and I got a 14. I succeeded in becoming
You
a
didn't
vampire
actually
instead
die.
because I'm undead.
You just failed your roll so badly that you look like a fool now. A biased fool.
I'm not biased. I'm just realistic.
You're like, David Kim, save me. And David Kim's like, the power
David
is in
Kim's
you
gonna
all
save
along,
us.
Brent.
He's gonna save us.
David Kim already
Don't talk trash
saved
about
you.
David Kim, alright? He knows what he's doing. I trust in him.
Me too. I trust that he takes that data from the Diamond Protoss streamer with 10 views, side of which are just
No,
clone
he's gonna
ads.
take the data from Terran not ever being in the finals in 2014. Ever. Not even in local tournaments.
All 100 people watching them, Brent is such a fool. Exactly.
I'm not a fool. You're the fool.
You know what? I just let the dice speak for
Oh no, I
themselves.
really want another brownie. And some milk.
Just let the dice speak for themselves, Brent.
These
the
guys
Windows
are
update.
bullshit.
Well, wait, roll for how much Windows Update is completed. This is the percentage.
This is roll for if my hard drive's gonna crash.
Wait. Can I do arithmetic? Can I do, like, I don't think I can, because it needs to be a command. Roll 1d20. Can I do, because this isn't, like, mathematically, this doesn't mean what I'm trying to do.
It worked.
30% done? That's actually not true. It's like 85% done. Fuck.
Low balling it, huh?
Fuck.
Just like all these other rolls.
So,
Those aren't really Terran
roll for
players,
how
though.
amazing Argo is on Vigil. Oh.
You're just setting yourself up. Roll for...
Argo's alright. You know, there have been better horses and there have been worse horses. Argo's just kind of mediocre.
Roll for how Argo feels about herself.
Argo's not a girl. It's complicated actually. Argo kind of is a girl, but spoilers. Spoilers.
Yeah, they're not really Terran players.
Roll for what this roll will be. Wow, it was a 9.
Damn,
wow.
crazy.
It's so crazy.
Whoa. Tage is not Terran? No, he switched to Protoss. And Bomber. Didn't you see that Reddit post? He was playing Marine Colossus.
Roll 4% Terran and GM. It's accurate too, I think. So a few people have noticed this season that the Terran percentage in GM is in NA, of course. In Korea, it's like 200 of 200. But the Terran percentage is shrinking more and more and more. And so they go to investigate the ladder. And they start at the top 16. And all they see is Protoss symbols. Protoss. And they start going further. And it's just more Protoss symbols. You know? And they're thinking, where's the Zerg? Where's the Terran? And then here and there in the top 100, they see a few Zerg icons scattered around. They keep going, and then finally, there's a couple of Terran icons in the top 190 to 200. You know, there's a few of them there. And they're like, oh, well, this is good. At least there's still some Terran in GM on the NA server. But when they click on the profile for these players that are Terran, they see that they have like 1,000 games played as Protoss. They just accidentally clicked Terran for their last match, so now it shows up as the Terran symbol. So there's even a single Terran in GM. It's just Protoss players that find it so complicated to pick what race. Protoss players in GM that find it so complicated to pick what race they are. You know, like the words that say Terran and Protoss, like they find it really difficult to choose the right one. So sometimes they just accidentally queue as Terran, and those are the only Terran players in GM.
Oh yeah,
on the NA
for
server.
Sure. For sure.
Just Protoss players accidentally mischoosing their race.
And they win because they play like Protoss. Oh, we were doing Windows updates.
And do 20% GMs that are barcodes.
Do it.
What's this one?
What you just said.
The barcode one?
Yeah.
Give me a 20. Damn. Alright, you do this one.
I just did that one.
But what's the story? How does it fit into our plot?
$55%.
It's not 55%, friends.
Whatever.
60%.
60% of people in GM. That's how it fits in our barcodes. And
so Brent's
Yeah,
playing on
almost
ladder
barcodes.
one day. After many years of playing StarCraft, he finally gets into GM. And then every single game he plays, all of a sudden is against Protoss. Just Protoss GM players, over and over and over again. And he realizes he keeps getting the same guy. And he's like, wow, I get this guy really often. And so he looks through his match history and he sees that this barcode Protoss he keeps getting queued up against, out of his last 10 games, he's played against him 6 times. You know? He's like, wow, 6 times? Is this guy stream cheating? Or stream sniping? But he checks obs and it's not even running. And then he notices that the number of bars is actually like wobbling up and down in the score screen as he scrolls up and down. You know, it's not consistent. And he realizes there are all these different barcode players. And since he played 6 barcodes in his last 10 games, all in GM, he calculates that, wow, there must be like 60% barcode players in GM.
Yeah.
Oh right, there are no actual Terrans in GM. It's all Protoss players. Just clicking the race. Yeah, I live in Canada. I'm in Canada, and Brent is in California.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in Canada, California. Like this. North, south.
Yeah, we're on the border right now.
Yeah.
That's why I'm sitting over here.
Yeah. So you'll never see us in like the same, you know, like, how do you say it? Like you'll never see us like overlapping, right? Like that. Yeah. So I'm in Canada.
You just right there. You just
What?
stepped on American soil.
Whoa. Alright. How ready am I to install this Windows update? Damn.
Dang.
You know, I don't really care that much. Like, I used to care, but now that it's at 93%, I've been waiting a while, and I've been rolling these dice for a while, I'm just starting to get really bored. I just, like, you know, it could finish, and I wouldn't even notice it, because...
Yeah.
Just cause, like... I care about as much of, like, about this update completing as I did about the Dark Souls intro screen that told you about the backstory of Dark Souls.
It's a really interesting backstory.
I didn't.
I
Like,
like
my
the Dark-
eyes were on the screen,
Yeah.
but I didn't take in any of it.
The
not
Dark Souls lore is really cool. And easy to follow.
Kaitlyn means Canada. Brent is more of a Cali mate.
Yeah.
Am I still playing Outlast? Well, I'm installing these Windows updates so that I can continue playing Outlast, and so that all this beer doesn't go to waste, although I will drink more. This is only 3 bottles, so it was 3 bottles consumed in like 40 minutes. So, what else can we roll for? We can do some Dungeon World rolls. 2d6.
So why
Ooh,
2d6
that's not
instead
good.
of 1d20?
Everything is 2d6. Yeah, everything is 2d6. Why? In Dungeon World, you gain experience when you fail. So this kind of makes the failure rates not as common. And it also means that, like, Dungeon World is more story-based and story-driven. So this way you pretty much always have, like, your range of story you can create. Instead of, like, if I'm, like, a level 4 fighter going up against a level 8 fighter, I mean, that'd be really bad for me. And if I'm a level 8 fighter going against a level 4 fighter, that'd be, like, really good for me. This way I can still fail my rolls all bad. And there's still story that can be created from it. There's no, like...
But how does that actually work? Why is it like that?
How does it work, or why is it like that?
Yeah. Like, why does having 2 dice do that?
Oh. I think, like, the 2 dice just... It means the lowest you can get is 2, so... I don't know, maybe it's more interesting. I don't know exactly why it's 2 dice instead of 1.
You're going to California this summer?
Does
Cool.
anyone know? I'm gonna Google it real fast.
Windows update. Hype. Hype, hype, hype.
Is to stabilize the rolls? Yeah. Okay. I figured it was something like that. So it's more likely to get average rolls.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, that's what you said in chat. Beer actually doesn't give you beer bellies. That's just gaining a lot of fat.
I like Dungeon World, but I thought my character was doing really good in battle. Like, I get, like, really good rolls on her. So I kind of liked rolling D20s. They're doing so well on her. And I was dual wielding and stuff like that. So I found that really fun, like, the combat. The combat in Dungeon World with my character isn't... I don't know, I think it can still be fun. But, I think I like the combat in Apocalypse World better with a melee character.
Really?
Yeah. With Apocalypse World, you can, like, choose...
Wait, what about Dungeon World?
See, I don't know if it's the way that JP's DMing Dungeon World, but it just seems like Dungeon World you don't have options when you're doing combat with a melee character. Like, if you hit them, they're gonna get an attack on you. Whereas with Apocalypse World, at least you're gonna have, like, the option to... Basically, like, Wheat was giving me options to, like, take lesser damage if I rolled well when I was attacking someone.
Oh yeah, I saw that. He had
Yeah.
like 3 different options that he'd give you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But
I like
I'm
that.
not-
That was cool.
Yeah, I liked it too. But I don't know if, like, there's that much of a difference for melee characters between one system or the other.
Yeah.
It's just, it feels like... Because when I was doing combat with my character in Vigil and Evan, before it was Dungeon World, like, enemies would miss on me a lot, but I would land hits a lot, so that was fun. It was like, well, I don't know if they're going to hit me. Like, I'm in a really dire situation. Like, are they going to hit me or not? Whereas with Dungeon World, they, like, they always hit you. And you always... Well, like, you don't always hit them. They don't always hit you, but pretty much. Outlast is a lie. I'm sorry, we're installing Windows updates so that we can play more. I should have set my game to none, but creating a restore point, preparing to install. See, look at that, look at that.
You should set your game to none right now, because it might still take a while to install.
Installing updates 1 of 76. Oh my god.
Update for Microsoft Office.
Cool. So Outlast, well, I didn't realize these updates would take so long. We could stop the install and try, but...
Yeah, you should do that. It just barely started the install.
Well, we'll
Let's
see
try
live
it. Let's
events.
try it. 'Cause
Alright.
it'll take a really long time to install this anyways, right?
Yeah, I didn't realize that it actually would. It's been a year and a half. It's been 2.5 years. Oh, no, sorry. It's only been a year and a half.
Oh, they can see that on my stream, by the way.
I know. I don't think it matters.
Oh, okay.
It's only been a year and a half, actually. Since Brent installed updates. But, yeah, it's going to take a while. So, I'll stop installation. But the update should be saved, right?
Yeah, I mean, if it's downloaded, it should be good, right?
And then I'll load up Outlast, and maybe it'll work.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
It's frustrating.
It's okay. It just sucks. It would just be better if I could play. You know?
Yeah.
Like, whenever I think it's working, I'm like, yay, this is awesome. But when it's not working, I'm just like, oh, whatever. We'll just roll some dice.
It's alright. It's not that bad.
Oh yeah, we were downloading them.
Alright.
This sucks
Don't
though.
restart.
Next time we restart, so if it crashes now and we restart, like, we have to install them.
Don't restart.
Well, yeah, of course. So let's load up Outlast. Back roll 20. I hate D&D. What? Alright, let's load up Outlast, see what happens. No, that was the roll 20. That was the roll 20 campaign that I made. I just called it Kaitlyn and Friend. It was like this dumb thing I made where Brent basically had a tea party with some dragons. I don't remember the whole thing. We didn't record it. And the dragon slopes or something. You don't remember that campaign that we did?
I do remember that.
Yeah.
I seem to remember.
I talked about it once before. Like I've only mentioned
I was
it
wondering.
once.
I was like, why is this so familiar? When you showed me that picture, I was like, this is really familiar. And now I just remembered it all right now.
Yeah, basically I DM'd Brent having a tea party with some dragons.
Yeah, she was trying to eat me.
But
I was getting good rolls. Now you're trying to burn me with dragon
I wasn't
breath.
trying to. I'm not the dragon, Brent. The dragon is like its own entity. It's a character. Okay?
Typical DM bullshit.
It's a character.
Wait, is it called GM or DM? No, it's
DM.
DM.
Game Master is like
GM
wow.
is from, yeah.
And other games. A lot of games call it that.
Yeah.
Also StarCraft. You know? GM StarCraft. Yeah. It's something different though.
Duel Master.
Duel Master. DM.
That's if you're above Dueler League.
Alright, so hopefully this doesn't crash again.
I think you'll have to reload the game, dude.
What? Like exit and reload?
No, like on obs.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Okay, so I'm going to remove this game. Could you bring up chat again, please? Could you be so kind as to bring up chat? Game capture. I could try window capture though. Maybe like that. Let's try window capture. Do you mind if any of your icons are shown on screen? There's this picture of Hendra Pisco right here.
And Wolf.
Funny. Picture of Wolf that I use on Steam now. I call myself Jimmy and I pretend to be a 14-year-old boy and I use Wolf's picture from when he was younger.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do window capture.
And I think you have another window capture already running too, right?
Yeah, I remember that. What's video capture device for?
That's for webcams.
Isn't that webcam please work?
Yeah. Uncheck one of those, yeah. I wonder if
I
that's why
remember
I've been
this
crashing this whole time.
No, I really got it.
You know, if you want to, like, if you have a game capture and you want to just make it on a new game, just go into properties and, like, instantly, like, you can just put it to
That's so
whatever
smart.
new game. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna do monitor capture. And maybe that will just relieve some of the
I have a
burden.
feeling that this might have low FPS, but we'll find out.
And should I turn on the graphics just slightly more?
Nah. Yeah, just make that medium.
Alright, let's see if it's saved. Officially David Kimison and browse through GM. Oh, I wish I had done that. I wish I had done that. So many icons. Yeah, Branson Noon. So now it loads. And then hopefully it works. I actually don't know where I am right now. So it's saved for me jumping out from the rafters.
Yeah, that's right where you jump down.
Time to put. Whoa.
Here.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Time to put my knees back up. My legs back up. And something is totally gonna crash through this window. I have like a really distinct memory of those hugger things from Resident Evil 2 that like crash out of the window and grab you as you're walking down the hall. Looking back, after playing this game for a whole 30 minutes, I now realize how dumb I was to be frightened by that. And we are.
Pull out your camera!
Holy fucking shit!
Pull out your camera!
I'm trying!
Dude. Damn it, that scared me. That's a scared laugh.
fuck this, fuck everything. Wait, that's where I went in? Oh my fucking god, oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god.
It's scary. You think these things are gonna move when we walk next to them?
Probably. Fuck this. Fuck this!
They killed us. It's not outlast. The very. You can't fight them. You have to hide. And unlock the main door.
They're getting down. What is that thing? Oh, it froze. Damn. We were just getting into it. Damn.
I can still hear it though.
Yeah, I can still hear it too, but...
Let's maybe wait this time. Maybe it's a different freeze. Different type of freeze.
Alright, you listen to it, and I'll chill here.
Well, see, normally you can't actually...
Yeah, that's true.
At least we don't have to restart the computer, right? Computer also got scared. I guess so. I don't know, I guess we'll just lower the graphics to low or something.
Okay. Do you think that it would work with your graphics card?
My old one?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably not. Like I couldn't even stream. I can't even play like CS:GO. You know, like without it being kind of laggy. So.
How much RAM do you have?
4?
It might be that you don't have enough RAM.
It should be.
Because your memory is like... RAM's really cheap, but yeah. It seems like your memory is capping out. But I'm not entirely certain. Anyone have any ideas?
4 RAM?
Four RAM. I don't know how we're gonna close this. Well, fuck. You know, I have screens.
Yeah.
I have screens.
It's scary. It was scary.
Dude, that one guy was like getting down from that hook, you know? It's fucked up.
It was a hook? I couldn't tell.
I think they're on like meat hooks, hanging suspended from them.
That would really hurt if that was like in your skin. Ugh.
Yeah. Might have to, cause like here's two round, and here's like 0.1. Your physical memory is like right there. But I didn't cap, so I don't really know how. I don't know if this includes the part of your operating system that has to be loaded into the RAM, you know?
Yeah.
Like it must, because that's, I don't know. You know, computer engineering doesn't mean like this kind of computer. It means like FPGAs and like really low level stuff and, you know, building processors and stuff like that.
Low level as in easier?
Oh yeah, the lower level you get, like, is way easier.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
what I thought.
Programming is so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we might have to restart.
Ever since
But-
I installed Fibonacci RAM, my RAM just keeps adding on.
So I'm gonna just screw up. This keeps I can't read this. The checks. There's beer bottles over there. So
Those beer bottles, do you need me to move these?
yeah, really be honest, this round. I think we have to restart. I don't think we can.
Dang it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Sorry,
So I guess
stream.
once all Windows updates, and then we'll be back. Well.
What are you looking for? Time?
No, I was just reading the chat still. Anyways, I'm gonna start. So yeah.